is Victor Jimenez with Sewerline Check Professionals. I'm here at 619 North Beverly Drive in Beverly Hills, and I'm in the process of performing a video examination of the main sewer line. And the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping which is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping which are underneath or interior to the structures. Today's video examination does not focus on the building drain line systems. So if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line systems, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination could be set up through our office. Alright, so we're here at the address, and there's two structures that we're going to be looking at today. First we have the main house in the front, and then there's a guest structure in the back, which has some plumbing that connects into the main line. Now, the way that this main sewer line is running is it's running out of the back of the main structure, headed in the direction of the guest structure to connect up to an alleyway that's running behind the house. So we've accessed the main sewer line today from a 3-inch maintenance access located near the back right corner of the structure. We pushed through about 35 feet of building drain line system, and then we've exited the building. We zeroed out the camera, and we're here, and we've only been able to get about 14 feet outside the building before the line stops. Now, we've already touched essentially the front left corner of the guest structure, and I can see where the cleanout is, so it looks like our access point is essentially about another 10 feet in front of where we're at, sitting on the line right this second. Now, we're running into a little bit of an issue here, and essentially what's going on is the majority of the system so far has been an original cast iron pipe. Now, cast iron typically has a service life anywhere between 70 to 80 years on average. Now, sometimes it can last longer than that, and sometimes it doesn't last as long. But we're looking at a cast iron pipe right now, which is essentially over 100 years old. So it's already essentially surpassed what its normal expected service life is. The reason that cast iron has a service life like it does is that as the pipe gets older, there's chemical reactions occurring within the pipe that create rust and scale, and the pipe itself, the material and the metal inside the pipe actually starts to corrode and starts to eventually rot away. Now, the issue with that in terms of today's inspection, I didn't notice any notable cracks or breaks within the pipe. I didn't see the pipe that was collapsed or something like that, but what we are seeing is that the rust and scale buildup has basically started choking off the diameter of the pipe to the point where, at this point, we have very little room to move the camera around to actually get outside. I was running a little bit of water, and the pipe was almost completely filling up. Again, if you can also imagine that while debris is flowing through this section, it's basically creating issues, which it's pretty easy to get this line stuck. The other issue and the other factor in this is that I mentioned that we went through about 30 feet of building drain line system. That's because no main sewer line cleanout exists where the line actually exits the building. And as part of moving through this 30 feet of pipe, we're doing several turns. The other issue with the original cast iron pipes is that when they're installed, the people that were installing them tended to make pretty sharp turns there with the cast iron. Now, when you have those sharp turns with the fact that you have a metal pipe which is rusting and has that scale buildup, it's not very easy to actually move through those curves. And so we're looking at a point where we've done more than 360 degrees of turns within the pipe itself, and that doesn't give us a whole lot of room to actually push through this. So it's kind of the combination of multiple turns. There's no main sewer line clean out, and with where we're at right now with the choked off pipe, we're just not able to get the camera any further. Now, I can't see any indication that there's been any other replacement in between the main house and the guest structure, and I can pretty much see so far where the line's running in terms of where it looks like it's connecting up to that guest structure. But we're going to shoot the video in two parts. I'm going to shoot this first video. Basically, this is as far as we could get into the main line. And then there's another clean out next to the guest structure. So we're going to go ahead and reset out to that after we pull out from this and try to push all the way out to that alleyway in the back. Now, I already pretty much described that the pipe material we're looking at here is an original cast iron pipe. And while I don't see any notable breaks or cracks in the line, we're here, we have no water running, and you can see the pipe is essentially halfway full of water. And that's not really a good situation to have in a cast iron pipe, because as I mentioned earlier, the cast iron starts to decay and to erode fairly rapidly. It does have that standing water sitting within the pipe. Now we also have an issue of there's no main sewer line cleanout, so that should be installed as well. So in essence, so far, I probably will be recommending that this cast iron pipe exiting the building gets replaced with a more modern material, one which will hold up a little bit more and will be able to withstand all of the water that's passing through this. At this point, we're actually under the building. So we're in that building drain line system for the main house. Alright, so here we're at the bottom of a drop. Give you an idea. This is the top of it. Alright, we have a short section of plastic right here. Alright. Okay, so this is the cleanout that we accessed. Has this cap fitting over it. We're just going to get a photograph of that. And then we're going to go ahead and relocate out to that second cleanout and shoot the guest line.